Welcome you back to Gillette Stadium. UMass announcing the move today to the FBS level in football and to the Mid-American Conference. And James Karam, who is the head of the Board of Trustees, is so gracious enough to join us. Why did the board feel that this was a move that benefits the entire system?
You know, I've been asked that question about 10 times today, and there are so many facets to this. It's a difficult question to answer in one sentence. But first of all, when you look at the sports program, there was a great opportunity as a result of opening discussions with the Kraft family to leverage this stadium and give UMass the opportunity to really step up big time on national sports. And we thought it did a number of things. First of all, as a trustee, my first responsibility is to the finances and maintaining the integrity of the school. And we really saw that even with modest projections that we could substantially lower the athletic cost and create a much higher impact for our students in terms of participating in a sports program of this nature. And then when you put it on this venue with this stadium, and you've obviously looked around the stadium, it's not a stadium, it's a destination. I mean, when you look in the parking lots with the hotels and the restaurants and the shopping and the various venues of entertainment, I mean, it's an opportunity for our students to come here, see a national big-time program, enjoy the festivities. It's also at a location that we believe will galvanize our alumni. We have about 150,000 alumni in the eastern half of the state. We've got the media sources here. We think that we can leverage this sports program to improve our academic standards like a lot of universities have done across the country, including places like BC and Notre Dame. And I'm not saying we're going to be at BC or Notre Dame overnight, but obviously it's proven that students who get the full impact of what they're looking for in terms of athletics are more interested in applying to an institution. And we think that it will substantially increase applications and the quality of the students coming to the university.
Let me follow up on that, if I might. Obviously, it's a controversial topic. Do you have sports? Do you spend more money on sports to improve academics? But how much of a selling point was it for the board to say that if you go to the highest level of football, you can then get maybe more and higher level applicants?
Well, I think it's been proven. I mean, if you look across the border, very close to Amherst. If you look at UConn, you look at BC, you look at other schools around the country, they've leveraged sports to improve the academics. I think that formula does work. I think you have to be careful, you have to be prudent, you have to do your due diligence. I think we've done that. We've got, as you know, one of the oldest sports management programs in the country. We've used those resources at the campus to help analyze this. We brought in an outside consultant, a national expert on the business of sports in higher education, who assisted us in the negotiations, in our pro formas. We think we've been very diligent. We think we've been very conservative, and we think this will be a win-win situation, a win in terms of our finances and a win in terms of the impact it will have on the campus and the experience our students will have.
Of course, the Amherst campus is just a part of the university system, but it's the flagship campus. One of the things that's been said today is that moving to the FBS level in football for UMass Amherst is consistent with the university's mission as the flagship. What does that mean as you see it?
Well, I think what we strive to be is excellent in everything we do. I think we, especially, I mean, we're talking about it right now quite often, because of the, tough economic times, we're facing budget cuts. And we talk about, even when we have budget cuts, that we've got to do it strategically. We don't want to keep cutting 5% across the board, because what we're going to end up is mediocre programs across the board. So we've got to cut strategically. And when we make investments like this, we've got to invest strategically. So I think going into the FBS program gives us an opportunity to raise our game, to raise the awareness, to raise the visibility, to really raise the brand of UMass to another level. And we've got to leverage that, as I said, for the main purpose of our mission, which is academics and improving the economic and social well-being of our students and our citizens in this state.
Mr. Karam, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming over and joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, Jim Karam, from the Board of Trustees, and we take a break. We'll wrap up our coverage from Gillette Stadium. Don't go away. You're watching the UMass FBS announcement here on CBS 3 Now.